Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. I'm Jeannie. I'm an alcoholic and addict.
I'm Andrew. I'm addicted to drugs and alcohol, but not using them anymore.
Right.
I love booze.
We have a daily reprieve.
Based on the maintenance of our spiritual condition, which is what Step 11 is all about. And the go-to that they teach you at the beginning of it all was actually written by a Christian theologian dealing with the fallout of World War II. Reinhold Niebuhr was dealing with the fact that we couldn't change everything horrible that was going on in the world during the days of, Franco and Mussolini and Hitler and all that kind of and the atomic bomb on this side and all of it, and Winston Churchill, just all of it. And he wrote the Serenity Prayer as a relief from the responsibility to be in charge of the whole world of individual conscience. And a shortened version of that was adopted early in the 12-step movement. And when you get there in the rooms at the beginning, they're like, this is your go-to. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can,
and the wisdom to know
the difference.
And we always end it
just for today. Now, to accept the things I cannot change, they say in the groups that we go to that acceptance is not approval. So accepting reality, or what we call life on life terms, does not mean agreeing with reality. Now there's reality, and then there's reality. There's, gravity and the laws of nature, but then there's the actions of other people that are outside of our control. And that's what it means. We don't necessarily agree with what other people do, but we don't necessarily go and get inside their hula hoop and tell them how to live, because we don't want them to tell us how to live. So we accept, maybe not approve, but accept the things we cannot change. The courage.
We can change the things that we can. Having the courage to, when you see that you've done something wrong, maybe you admit it and take responsibility for it right then, instead of letting it fester and become a bigger problem than what it is.
The courage to not drink alcohol today.
Yeah, not fix it with that. Know that there's another way to fix any problem rather than picking up and using.
And accepting that I might try to solve my problems with a pint of ice cream, even though it won't fix my problems. It'll only make me feel better temporarily. So I'm not perfect. We were listening to a musician friend of ours sing last night. He said, I'm not going to go on any kind of high road about this. We're not on the high road, but we've gotten off the lowest of the low roads, is more about that. So I accept the things I cannot change. I have the courage to change the things I can, which is my own actions and nobody else's. The wisdom to know the difference. Mm-hmm. The song we picked for today, I just found it. I vaguely heard of this group, and I was actually looking for a more, how should we put it, pious and sincere version of the Serenity Prayer. And I think you can find online people singing and chanting and reciting it just very straight. But what we found was kind of actually an alcoholic mockery of it, but it's sweet. And they're not dissing the 12 steps. They are kind of making a bit of a parody of it. And I think what's important to remember is that nothing is so sacred that we can't have a little bit of fun with it. And one of the things that I've been relieved of, which I had a big problem with before I got here, is I've been relieved of the burden of taking myself too darn seriously. So it says in the book somewhere that we ceased fighting everything and everyone, including alcohol. So we're not in this for like some kind of like pitched battle, but really to maybe be a little bit more, how should we say it, Taoist about it, and just kind of go with the flow. Jeannie, have you ever found yourself just saying the Serenity Prayer just out of the blue in the middle of the day?
Yeah. When I get stressed during the day, something stressful happens, just getting ready in the morning to go to work, just get all up in my head and worrying about the day and can't find my keys. And I immediately go to that stressed out, anxiety ridden place. And so pause and say the Serenity Prayer slowly to myself and breathe deeply. And then I find I can handle things so much better. So at any point in time, that's available to me to do.
Just getting ready to check out of our hotel room today. Getting ready to make my lesson plans for the fall. I'm in total denial that my summer break is halfway over. It's the most glorious time of my year, but I do enjoy my profession, and it affords me to have a way to get things done. That's the other thing too. Before I got here, I had a very bad relationship with my vocation. I mean, I loved my job to a certain extent, and I still kind of am critical of politics and in the job, but I think I've really accepted that we live in a world where people go to work, and as much as I would love to not have money be a factor in my life, I've made it more of a realistic approach to living in the world, as well as maybe not being always of the world. So the Serenity Prayer is an emergency stopgap. Also, we shared earlier on an earlier call, we made up our own third step prayer, and we say that, and when we're in a pinch, God, take me, break me, and remake me, your will, not mine. Relieve me and free me from slavery to self, your will, not mine. Remove difficulty, revel in victory, your power, your love, your way of life, your will, not mine, forever. I hope you have found these live streams helpful. We've got only a few more to go, and I'll try to put them all together in some kind of a package where a person could go back and listen to them in a 28-day meditation. And also, we haven't published the playlist yet, but we're keeping track of all the songs, and at the end of this, we'll publish a big fat playlist for all of you to listen to. And don't take this one too seriously, but it's a fun rock and roll send up of the Serenity Prayer by TK and the Holy Know Nothings. And we'll paste the link to the song in the comments. And we're now, so we don't get stressed out, going to check out of our hotel and drive back to Tennessee. Love y'all. Thanks for coming.
Have a great day.
Bye.